I gotta go.
Do that.
Can I make the intro more abrupt?
Well, it's about time. We used to have those nice little intros of blurbs going as you just started it. Mm-hmm. And then you set the podcast up to start playing the music when you hit live. Yeah. And I fixed that shit last week because yet again, for like the third time in a month, you weren't here.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Yeah, what do you have to say for yourself?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bass and Brews, your weekly distraction from high-quality podcast. I'm Alex. He's Paul. We've got the juice on this week's episode. Before we get to Jarrett, the
juice is loose.
It's loose. Hey, if you want to help support the show, head over to patreon.com/bassandbrews. That's patreon.com/bassandbrews. Become an official brewski. Help support the show. Also gives you access to Last Call with Alex and Paul, the exclusive live show we do with the producers once a month.
Not the first Friday of the month. It just happens sometime.
Sometime in the calendar month. Yeah. Paul, how you been?
Man, it's been crazy.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I don't
hey,
feel
Juice,
like
what's up, man?
You've been here.
What's up, guys? How are you?
No, shut up, Juice. Let me answer his question before you rudely interrupt
Nobody
me
gives a fuck about
and start doing this. I mean, I lost my sunglasses. I ran over my fucking AirPods last week, and
Holy
I
shit,
had
that's
one
like
in my
lifeline.
ear.
Yeah,
I had one in my ear, but then they fell out of a hole in my transition pants pocket, and when they failed, the right one came out just in line with the back wheels of my 25,000-pound truck.
Yeah, that
ran over it. It crushed the right one, but this is the second time the case has been run over by a 25,000-pound truck. AirPods Pro 2. This little bitch right here. This is not the one, but this case, my old case, has been run over by my work truck twice, and that bitch. As the AirPods were in it the first time, worked fine, great. The bitch still worked. It charged. It worked. Nothing happened. So, like the AirPods, I love them. They have a lot of problems. I've had to return like 7 pairs, but this fucking case is indestructible.
Hey, like 2 years ago, Paul, we were kind of like that edgy, cool fishing podcast, and then you just talked about AirPods for fucking 2 minutes.
I don't remember that.
We've become old men in the
it started going downhill when Drunkwood started becoming a regular co-host.
Yeah, I'm still mad. Fair. He referred to me as the small one, which I guess is good. That's better than what he called you, Paul. So,
well, he didn't call me anything, but what I thought was really funny was the text said, Juice said, I'm going to be on Bass and Brews or something, and Drunkwood said, I'm sorry. And Juice's text back was like, what do you mean?
He says, it's the worst fishing podcast out there. Paul's going to die of Sugarfoot, and the small one's going to die from lung cancer. Thank you, IKEA's littlest helper, Drunkwood. Thank you. Yes. Without you, we wouldn't have shitty furniture and small balls. That's what Drunkwood brings to the world.
Furniture. It's just shelving.
Yeah, you're right. He just takes a piece of wood and puts a hole in it and then charges Etsy money for it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Go read his Etsy reviews because they're actually wonderful. And we do love John 100%, but we say it all the time. I mean, at this point, we talk about him every episode, so it's kind of we're beating that horse that's already dead. But he does make good shit. Matter of fact, I've got a few pieces of Drunkwood stuff. My wife actually put one of them hanging up in the main living area of our house. So
I've seen that one actually.
Yeah, isn't that fucking nice?
It's okay.
It's not okay. That bitch is bad as hell. I love it. Right. But anyway, fuck Drunkwood. He's a bitch and an asshole.
This is
I love him,
2025 is the year of Drunkwood because he is being brought up every single episode. Yeah.
But he's our number one fan. He is the only person that texts us after pretty much every episode. It's never anything nice, but at least we know that he's listening because
he does call outs from like the last part of the episode. You can tell he listened to the whole thing. I mean, when you spend your whole day just taking beat up wood that you found on the side of the road and then charging $175 so some lady could get live, laugh, love spray painted onto it. You have a lot of time, you know what I mean? Thankfully, he gets those state checks because like some of this stuff I'm looking, he seems talented. Some of this, I mean, John, some of this shit looks like shit. I don't know how you sold this. This is awful.
Hey, Juice, what's your best Juice, what's your best Drunkwood story?
I don't have any bad ones. Like, honestly, how I met John
I didn't ask bad. I said your best one.
Oh, my best one?
Different B word.
No. Juice is on it. He's like, I don't have any bad ones. When somebody says, like, what's your best story of someone? It's always like, what's the most fucked up shit this person's done?
Oh, yeah.
Also, Juice doesn't
like, what's the dirt?
Juice doesn't want Drunkwood tagging him on Instagram next week, saying some mean ass shit.
Exactly. You gotta be careful.
My balls are huge. I swear to God, I don't do IKEA.
Tell best Drunkwood story you can remember.
Oh God, just him calling me drunk as shit and getting mad at me for sharing music because he gets on these binges. Like, because him and I share music. We're like, he's like, I've been up for 4 hours and it's like I'm getting texts in the middle of the night because he's like, I wanted to go to bed and then I decided I was going to check out your tunes. And I wake up to a streamline of text of him just talking to himself.
Sounds about right.
Exactly. Yes. You don't need, yes. Yep. Wonderful. Well, let's get this podcast off of Drunkwood.
Hold on real quick. Somebody put great quality. The craftsmanship is great. And then I look at it, it's just a fucking piece of wood stuck to the wall. There's no craftsmanship.
It's not really. Hey, he's got some reviews where the work is wonderful. It's great, but the owner's an asshole. I'm pretty sure that is an exact review that somebody gave me. 5 stars.
Yeah.
The work's great, but the owner's an asshole.
Sounds about right.
But good job. Hey, he is the unofficial sponsor who hasn't paid us shit. Don't go buy Drunkwood. Now let's get on this podcast with Mr. Juice. The Juice is loose. Juice is Jigs. J-Rick. He is our guest tonight. I had an intro that was a little bit different than what we usually do, and it was going to be a really, really, really good one. And it might pop back up in my head later today, and I might interrupt everybody, and we have to do it. But I forgot it. So right now we're going to start off how we start this podcast off with any guest is tell us your best Matt Pangrac story.
I'll tell you the first time that so him and I met in college. We were the founding members with a group of about 4 of us. We're 4 to 5 of us. We're the founding members of the University of Oklahoma bass fishing team. And the dude is ate up with bass fishing, and I was like, he's like, hey dude, you want to go pond hopping? I was like, sure, yeah, let's do it. So he comes and picks me up from my apartment, and he's like, you drive a truck, don't you? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go to the neighborhoods, so like I drive a Grand Am or like a Grand Prix. It'll blend in more. So we're going pond hopping. I grabbed 3 rods, dude. 3 freaking rods. So my idea of pond hopping was grab 3 rods and a little bitty tackle bag, and let's go, Texas rig, spinner bait, whatever.
Yeah, three
lures, maybe a square bill. Yeah. Right. And dude, I get in his car, and he is literally looked like he's preparing for the Bassmaster Classic of pond hopping. He's got 15 rods, the whole back seat. And it, mind you, it's not a 4-door car. It is a 2-door sedan.
Was it the Dale Earnhardt version?
Yeah, I mean, and he's got crap. He's got. I mean, it smelled like a. I mean, basically like a dirty sock in there with his hockey bag.
Real
on,
ladies'
and
man
all.
back then, huh?
So, but yeah, no. And then to mind you, like I like good music, and this is my first.
That's not true. We covered that in the green room. You do not like good music.
That's fair. That's fair. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. No, but he has got some techno music, and so I'm out on that. Like, but he was dead serious about this, and so like we dubbed him Glow Sticks. Pretty much.
Foam boy.
I mean, that's pretty much like that. That's the first time him and I ever went fishing together. It was pretty epic. But hey, he did put me on some bass on some really good ponds in the neighborhood
and some good rave music.
Yeah,
like you missed out.
Were y'all dropping acid on the way to the ponds? Like y'all didn't actually catch any fish, but you dropped a couple acids on the way there, and whatever he told you was what you remember.
Jared's like, no, I didn't. No, you did. He snuck it in. He snuck it in. So what's funny is you have a nickname also. Everybody calls you Juice, and Matt told us why you're called Juice, and it's because you were the only one giving out steroids for the collegiate bass fishing team, and you guys became the only program that got hit for taking performance enhancing drugs. So that's good.
I was the first for everything, right?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
If bass fishing tested for performance enhancing drugs, what would it be though? What would the drugs be?
Weed.
You're going to say weed? I think it's Camel
Adderall.
Lights. It's
Adderall.
Camel Lights.
Adderall's a good one.
Adderall's a good one.
That's not a drug.
It's Camel Lights and a lady of the night named Trixie. That's the performance enhancing drug.
Not really what you can test for unless it's genital disease.
Exactly.
I would tell you now it might be kratom or kratom.
Oh,
however
kratom.
you call it.
God.
The gas station meth.
Yeah.
That's some scary shit.
Oh, it's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah. I bet those guys, turned in their coffee and Monsters and 5-hour energies and they're drinking. I can't remember what the fuck the other one is, but the ingredients kratom. I bet they're pounding those things, man. And
hey, listen, you heard it here first, but you didn't hear it from me. But that's why KVD got out, is because they were going to start testing for it.
Mm.
Yeah,
he got out before that even came. Hey, Alex, can you center up your camera?
No,
I mean,
fuck you.
You haven't been here in so long.
Continue.
Your shit is terrible, man. I don't understand this. I'm going to quit this podcast.
Listen, he's being too much. It's too much.
This son of a bitch. Alex,
I'm getting dizzy.
What is going on? Stop! I got it.
Shit. I haven't touched anything.
Damn it, man! You see why Drunkwood said I'm sorry?
Yeah, I can relate.
We're only 13 minutes in. Juice is like, man, I gotta go.
Yeah. No, you just drink more beer. It gets better towards
That's
the
right,
end.
dude. I'm staying hydrated.
There you go. Hey, so you mentioned you started this bass fishing team at OU there. What was kind of the reasoning for that?
Just honestly, like it sounded like a lot of fun. I played college baseball and got hurt, and when you're into being competitive your whole life, you gotta and I grew up like fishing like jackpots and small tournaments around the I grew up my family's had a lake house on Grand Lake since 1956, like OG Grand Lakers. So I was very fortunate as a kid. Like I'd go fish like Tuesday, Thursday night jackpots on a couple of different lakes around like where I grew up. And so, and honestly, like I ran into some buddies of mine that I grew up playing sports against when I was in Norman at OU. And he's like, hey dude, we're going to start a OU bass fishing team. Are you interested? Cause he knew that I fished. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so him and I and Jordan Nichols, Chip O'Shea, there was about 6 of us that were kind of the bread, like basically the founders of it all that got it going. So, but yeah, it was fun, man. It was a cool freaking experience to get to fish, like, and we just at that point in time, like we fished in the like basically first Wade Middleton like U.S. Collegiate Bass National Championship on Lake Louisville.
What year was this? Y'all started?
2005, I think.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah,
there weren't many collegiate bass teams out there at that point.
No, I mean there was like probably. I mean, literally, I fished the first national championship against Brandon Card, like James Elam, like like Oklahoma. He was at Oklahoma State, and we all fished against each other like on Grand Lake and stuff.
Did you ever beat NC State when y'all fished? Did you ever compete against them?
Yeah, they won the first one. Yeah,
I know. The little fuckers. Yeah. Fuck NC State. Wolfpeckers.
Yeah. No, we finished 17th, I think. My best finish in the national championship out of probably like 50 or 60 boats, I think, at that time. So, but yeah, like Clark Ream and Luke Clausen were commentating it, and and then everybody'd meet up at Sneaky Pete's, which is like the local bar and grill right now. Like it was, I mean, we had some epic times there after the way.
So you said you fished against Oklahoma State, right? Obviously, those are two in traditional sports. They're probably not the best of friends. Did you guys have that rivalry with them as well, or was it a little more chill?
It was a lot more chill because, like, we all just kind of like, we're there to have a good time. I mean, obviously, we were there to try to win, but at the same time, it was just like, we literally had a guy that was on our first transferred to Oklahoma State to get an ag degree. So like he kind of brought us all together, Josh Bryant. But yeah, it wasn't super hardcore like it is in football and stuff like that. Everybody was like, like what's funny is like Chip O'Shea and James Elam were roommates together, like on their first rookie years of on the Elite Series. So like, after college and stuff. So we all kind of knew each other, from fishing locally. And so everybody just kind of got along. So nothing too bad.
That's disappointing because I feel like we could have had a sequel to Varsity Blues, Varsity Greens. And it's just you guys out there putting whipped cream bras on Matt Pangrak and, doing all that fun stuff.
We had some good times. So.
That's good.
Yeah. Did y'all play any pranks at this point in time because it's fishing, right? So you're competitors, you're in college, you want to have a good time, all that. There's probably, y'all were friends. Did y'all ever do any like tagging of their boats, putting OU stickers on other people's boats, or, cutting their lures and shit off where on the front deck? Did y'all ever do any shit like that?
Just to each other, just to our own teammates.
I'm gonna fuck Panger up today. Look, y'all, I'm gonna loosen his
all
brakes.
The way, so that first hook set was just epic, Yeah. Like make sure that you like on top waters, like you switch all his baits on his rod, like you just retie everything on different rods, and he's grabbing.
You're supposed to do that to the other team, not to your own team.
Loosen their weight system, so their first cast just blows the fuck up.
Everybody kind of kept it between the lines, I would say. I mean, I know. Yeah. I mean, like we were kind of all new to it, but like some of the most, like probably one of the best tournaments was like a spring break tournament on Lake Dardanelle in Russellville, Arkansas, which was a dry county, by the way. County.
Hold up. Y'all spent a spring break in Arkansas.
In a dry town.
Hey, but dude, we figured out you could pay $5 at this supper club to get our membership, and us and the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Shout out to my boy Fatty. His name's Andy Gertz. That's his nickname is Fatty. He made fun of us for drinking light beer. Those guys like from the north are a different breed, man.
They are. They are.
I mean, we're all
definitely are.
bundled up in 40-degree weather or 38-degree weather for takeoff, and he's in shorts, flip flops, and a hoodie, ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but let them come down to Oklahoma in August
That's right.
and
That's
go
right.
fishing, and they'll be cramping up and fucking having the beer shits because they don't know not to drink. You know, they're not drinking light beer. You know, they'll be
Right.
down there
Right.
fucked up,
That's
dehydrated.
right. Yeah.
All right, so your name's Jarrett. We got
Yep.
Juice's Jigs. To us,
Right.
your Juice. Where did Juice come from? I know it went from Alex's story earlier, so give us the real reason.
So honestly, like it was just kind of random. My fishing partner, Justin Hurd, him and I were roommates and all the way through, I don't know, about 3 years at OU. And we were team partners on the fishing team. And I don't know if it's because I figuratively said I'm in the juice all the time or whatever. Who knows? But like he randomly just started calling me Juice. And then I just kind of like whatever, ignored it. And then we did a ESPN Outdoors hired us, our whole team, to cover the Elite Series event in 07, the summer of 07 on Grand Lake, where Kevin Van Dam won. And I mean, it was an epic week. We got to write blogs and cover the tournament. I got to be Steve Kennedy's bowling partner in a bowling tournament against Kevin Van Dam, Skeet Reese. Like it was, I mean, you know, and be in the ESPN camera boats and just kind of go watch Jeff Creek go catch them like I like to catch them on Grand Lake, you know, and all those. It was just a cool week. But so we write these blogs for ESPNOutdoors.com, and Penger is like, you know, the communications major, and he's interning at thebasszone.com at the time. So Steve Bowman, I think at the time, was still running ESPNOutdoors.com. He basically christened Matt to edit all of our stuff and proof it before it got sent on to him and his staff at ESPN. So the first like blog that I ever wrote, like my introduction, was "The juice is loose," and like after that, nobody at the whole entire tournament knew me by Jarrett, or it like that was it. Like there was no coming back from it. So and pretty much, I kind of blame Mark Jeffries and Matt about that article, because I'm sure Jeffries had something to do with it, because they were all always staying together, and he kind of helped Matt out along the way.
I mean, Jarrett is a pretty shitty name. Juice is not. You know, no offense to your parents, but I would much rather be called Juice than Jarrett.
Yeah, my first name is actually James. How about that? James Morrison.
Jarrett.
Morrison. You guys like
Jarrett James sounds like a off the freeway wrestler's name. Like coming down is Jarrett the Juice James.
Jarrett the Juice James. He's the guy that gets off from the Waffle House at 10 p.m. and shows up in his cook outfit at the local bar with the wrestling ring in it, as our buddy Drew was talking about when him and his son would go to the local wrestling matches. He's like, dude, I'm pretty sure most of these motherfuckers are getting off from fry cook jobs. And he's showing up, coming out here wrestling.
And putting like onesies on or whatever, singlets, whatever. We have some of those around here too. Like a buddy of mine took his kids to one. I was like, I'm not going to that.
Oh, I'm trying to get tickets. We got a big one towards right outside of Philadelphia, and it's like they've had big names come through it, and I want to go to it. They had a whole documentary done about it on Apple TV. Like it's a kind of a famous place. And I want to go because it looks bad. Sometimes they just look bad.
What's funny about wrestling is I sent Alex Steele a shit ton of TikTok stuff.
Yes, he does.
And it ranges from kitty cat videos to stupid randomness to fishing videos. It's a lot of craziness and
Not a lot of fishing
one
videos,
of
to be
one
honest.
of one of the it's not a lot of fishing videos, but one of the ones I love to send him is when the little people wrestling
Yeah.
show up, and I make sure I send it to our group text with his wife Amandy because I know that she will react and either say something or laugh, and I feel vindicated in taking the time to send those because he never responds to any of my texts or anything.
Oh, that's
about it.
not true.
And no.
Oh, the
never.
text with the videos. Correct. I'm not like. Right. I'm not going to. I don't have because I could tell when it's a slow day at work or when my wife is off of work because both you and her send out the same amount of TikTok videos to me when I'm just trying to like get shit done. And I've got like 25 missed texts from Paul and they're all like, head to TikTok. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm working. Like
there's 25 texts and then also there's another 15 to 20 in his inbox on his TikTok account, which he doesn't. I posted our first TikTok video in months, and I get on there, and I'm not even on the FYP. I'm on the following page, and I'm scrolling through, going, "What the fuck is going on with the Bass and Brews account?" It was terrible. I mean, I understand the Pokemon, but there was shit coming up on the following page. I had no idea why.
Okay.
The Pokemon?
You suck at your job.
My oldest daughter plays the Pokemon trading card game, so I've had to try to figure out how I can help coax her through. She's about ready to hit a big tournament. That's why I won't be here next week. She's going to Pittsburgh. Hopefully
4 out of the last
wins.
6 weeks this bitch isn't here.
That's not true. You weren't here one of them either.
I
with
was
your
here.
big dumb truck.
You weren't either, because neither one of us recorded that day, you fucker. You weren't here either.
Neither were you.
But I've been here every other time. I'm not counting that week. What legacy episode did you release on that one?
Drunkwood's first episode.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's why he didn't say anything bad about last week's episode.
That's why
He was
we
like,
didn't get anything. It was his episode.
Because
I
you know he
guarantee
was
you
listening
listened
to it.
every second of it and probably rewound it. Was like, man, fuck that was good.
You know, he's running around for a week for that. You know,
right.
All right, so you're probably most well known, to my knowledge, with your hair jigs.
That's right.
Why Juice's jigs? Why is the hair jig your go-to? What was? I mean, I'm trying to understand. Was it a market thing? You're like, man, you know, I can buy these shitty hair jigs from Walmart. I just don't see any really good ones. But the other thing, it's kind of an old school lure. You don't hear a lot of people fishing hair jigs. Yeah. There's 2 reasons for that. They either don't fish them, and the people that do don't talk about them. Why hair jigs?
So like end of 2018-19, like I got into live scoping crappie and kind of got ate up with it. Like, and at that time I wasn't bass tournament fishing anymore, and I had short windows of time to go fish. Well, I kind of got into this hair jig thing for the crappie, and I'm, you know, and I've got 12, 13 foot rods to long rod with live scopes for crappie. No, just single vertical jigging.
Okay.
Dropping on them. And, you know, like I got good enough to where I could tell the species, and like being a bass guy by heart, I couldn't help myself. And I was tying at that time some pretty unique crappie jigs, like bigger profiles, like kind of really nerding out because because crappie guys are, not to talk shit on crappie guys, but like,
no, we're going to talk shit about them.
They want the cheapest, shittiest, like it's not like us bass guys, if that makes sense. Like, and like I'm a bass guy, and like, you know how we all dial in our tackle to the nth degree. Well, that's what I did with crappie jigs. But then what I found out is I can consistently go out and catch on a 12-foot rod, like in brush piles, like 12 to 18 pounds consistently,
Mm.
like not even targeting bass with a long rod on busy lakes, like that are getting pressured, and I'm sitting there like not even trying to catch them.
Those long
And
rods, those are the ones that don't have a reel, right? It's like it's
no,
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 start
I
a
just
fucking cane pole, dumbass.
no, I mean, I go straight braid, like braid, or I go like 15, 17 pound fluoro,
okay.
and just put a bait caster on them, and just like straight, just something you can vertical. Like literally, I have Siticas, Shimanos, and Luz.
Well,
Like,
we've got a bunch of
oh
guys
my
who
God,
do it
what
here
a clover.
with
What's
like
that?
these long. We've got guys here that have like the long 12 to 15 foot poles, right? And there's no reel on it. They're
Just a
they're
cane
using yeah, but it's like a
Okay.
fancy titanium carbon fiber bullshit. But there's no reel. They just drop it in, feel it, lift it up, shake that bitch out, and send it back out.
No, man, I'll drop on them down to 27 feet out at like I'll get
That's
like
considerably
I'll
deeper.
drop a 32nd ounce crappie jig or a 16th ounce jig
pole.
down. Like
Scrolling through
well,
TikTok while it gets
and-
down there.
I've got a pretty good program and a system, and I've like I said, like I started tying tungsten crappie jigs, and I started tying that's what I do is tungsten hair jigs, and I also have a tungsten jig line that's in Tackle Warehouse and Real Deal Tackle and Lucky Lure Tackle. So like just it's the stuff that I tie on, but I also like I figured out like sorry, I'll get the
Oh, you got it.
Tungsten you can get away with, it'll sink faster, and for precision drops and stuff like that for scoping. Um, basically I just dialed in the crappie deal and then just figured out that bass will eat the living crap out of it. Like
Juice figured out that these are really awesome jigs, very a lot of work put into them, research. And you realize that crappie fishermen are still going to use the bullshit Eagle Claw with a Mr. Crappie twister on the back of it that are like,
And the
80
Eagle
in a
Claws-
pack.
And the Eagle Claws are rusted.
Oh, of course.
They're sitting in a puddle of water when they open
That's
it
awesome.
up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd hit that.
That's called snowflake.
Paul, yeah, I'd hit that.
All right, I got a question. I got a couple, but the first one is this: why such the long ass? Why 13-foot fucking rods?
Just so you can like basically separate your, I mean, there's like Matt and I use, like he's got a couple that are like 15, 14, and 16 foot. It just gives you separation from spooking the fish and be able to drop vertically down on top of them.
So crappie will spook like bass then, or I mean, if you get too close to them, they'll scatter.
Yeah, if they're on pressured lakes, like some,
Okay,
and like the muddy, like the cleaner lakes, you almost have to cast to them with a spinning rod. But if you're fishing those dirtier water lakes, I mean, dude, like you can get 5 feet from them, and you're shortening up your rod, that 12-foot rod, and just setting the hook like halfway. Like I'm being serious. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's honestly made me a better bass fisherman than anything. Just be able to just understand, because your bass and crappie hang out in a lot of the same areas, and like so you've learned, like you learn how bass react, and you like, even when I'm trying to get the bigger crappie, if I know I can tell when there's predator fish, like I can obviously see them, but crappie don't bite as well when like bass are around the brush piles or big catfish or flathead. I have live scoped a 27-pound flathead on a 16th ounce hair jig.
damn,
Holy shit.
on a 14-foot rod,
Huh?
on a long rod.
Yeah.
How long did it take to reel that bitch in? Because I know that rod
myself.
was bent over.
Yeah, I was by myself, and I have a Phoenix, so like my I don't have a net out. I'm like bass fishing and crappie fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at that time, I just got done bass fishing for the morning, and I was just like, all right, screw it, I'll just go. And I was on Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma, and there's this stump field that I always go hit, and on the way out of this area that I was fishing, and I thought it was a big bass. I was like, screw it. I'm right here. I'm going to drop on it. And dude, like my net is underneath, like on my Phoenix, it's underneath the basically the floor. And I've got this giant catfish on it. I'm trying not to straighten out the hook and all that.
You probably got your rod. You got your rod. You're grabbing 3 eyes from the top, trying not to break it.
It was this goat rope rodeo, man. I mean, it took me probably about 10 minutes to get this fish in because every time I get it close, it did what it wanted to. Like, and I had I think I had 15-pound braid on. So like, that's why I was worried about straightening out the hook. Cause I didn't have fluoro on because there's no giving that braid. So, but yeah, honestly, those long rods just, it'll make you a better bass fisherman. I promise you that. Just being able to hit your targets and do things with live scope that you don't learn otherwise. So,
but if you're in a tournament, you can't. What's the 7-11 is the longest for most tournaments, right?
Yeah, or 8 foot or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah,
so,
7-11, 8, 7-12, somewhere in that range.
At that point, you're just pitching to them. Like if you're, you're not going to do that. I'm just saying, like it just allows you to be able to hit targets.
Wait, are you saying that in a crappie tournament they have a requirement on the? Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were saying.
No, you don't use 16-foot rods in a crappie tournament. There's no rules.
Wait, bass? Like in Bassmaster, there's a rod length rule.
Yep, because of the Florida anglers from I think the 80s, early 90s would go out with the jigging poles and stuff like that, and so they'd be pitching into stuff with no reel, pretty much a cane pole, or they'd have a reel with a little bit of line on there, and they could drop it farther in and get a better hook set and all. So I don't remember exactly when they changed it, but I know at some point it went to 7-11 or 8 foot.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
All right, my other question is this: you're talking about you make bigger crappie jigs, but do you also make 3/8, half ounce, 3/4 bass jigs, or are all yours in that smaller size jig?
No, I mean I make anything from a 16th bass all the way up to 3/4.
Okay.
I do the big. I tie the big hair too. Like the big ledge hair. I might have. Give me a second. I'll go grab one.
Yeah. We're gonna talk shit about you while you look for that.
The rule is 10 foot.
Oh, see, it used to be 8. I thought at some point.
Well, it changed in 2023 to 10 foot.
Okay, because it used to be
it was for the glide bait guys because all the big glide bait rods. Because these guys are throwing those giant glides. So this is actually one that I smashed them on in Mexico. This is almost an 8-inch. Sorry, I suck at this camera, Bill. That's an 8-inch big.
So does Alex.
So
damn, that is a big ass fucking jig, hair jig.
Yeah, and it's on a half ounce. So, but like I snap these just like around here, just like you do a flutter spoon.
Yep,
just
that's how I fish.
Pop them off of ledges or brush piles or whatever, and you just snap them over it, and you're just basically getting a reaction bite. Or if you have bait ball chasers too, it's like you just bomb it and just snap it, let it fall all the way to the bottom, just like you do a flutter spoon. So
yeah, the only hair I use hair jigs down here, and pretty much only ones that I ever buy because they're really the only ones available to me around here are the ones that Walmart sells that are in the saltwater section. And
those aren't even hair jigs, right? Those are
they're
bucktails.
Hair jigs. Yeah, but they're a hair jig, Alex. You
never bucktail's different. Jig. I fished a bucktail.
The bitch is a hair jig. I call it a hair jig. I fish it like a hair jig, and so I call it a hair jig. I don't know. Won't you look it up or leave me the fuck alone?
But
anyway, back to our guest. See,
this is like a standard hair. That's my standard hair Mickey, essentially.
Okay.
So that's called the gray beard. It's like a smoky shad.
Oh, or is Alex sending you his beard hair to tie
exactly. We were going to
That's
announce
right.
the collab that we're doing.
A few chest hairs in there too. So.
that one? Hey, I don't have a lot of long hair on my body, but if you need to add in a little bit of like black hair, my nipple hairs are about the longest hair on my body. And I can't send you many. It'd be like an accent piece, but I can pull them and send them to you if you'd like.
If I need some flair.
Yeah, flair. That's the word I was looking for.
Right, we do the collab. We do a Bass and Brews,
Yeah.
Juice Jigs. Every
Pubic
jig
hair.
will have one nipple hair from Paul in it.
I love it.
Well, I'll take that down to Mexico and tell Salta.
Poor Juice would tie all these jigs and not one person would buy it. He's just got nipple
I
hair
bet
for
they'd be a
days.
bestseller. I wouldn't be able to keep
Scare
it up.
everybody to death. What is this weirdo doing now?
I wouldn't be able to keep up supplying the hair. We'd have to end up getting, somebody to make a synthetic one. I'd have to send them a real one.
Synthetic nipple hair.
And then, Paul's synthetic nipple hair.
Hey, and Paul, just so you know, a bucktail is made with deer fur. That's hence why it's called a bucktail.
It's still a fucking hair jig,
Just to be
Alex.
clear, that would be the
Because
difference.
I'm sure
it's a fur jig. It's a fur jig.
He probably uses like 30 different types of furs and hairs.
I'm just saying that's the difference between them.
Well, it's like calling all circular saws skill saws. Skill saw is a brand. A circular saw is the type of saw.
You're wrong.
Sawzall. That is a brand. It's
You're wrong.
reciprocating saw.
So I tie with, like you said, I tie with super unique stuff, and I won't give up all of that.
Squirrels.
stuff.
Do you use squirrel fur?
No.
Squirrel fur and Paul's nipple hair. I got you.
I'll send you some
that's
squirrels
what you're
and some of my nipple hair.
Listen,
I
if
want
you
to
guys-
tie Bass and Brews jig.
If everybody heads over to patreon.com/Bass and Brews and signs up, Juice will let you know his super secret tying material.
Yeah, it's my nipple hair.
So I killed a giant deer last year, a 13-point with
Damn.
There we go.
And so
Yeah.
my taxidermist, he knows that I tie. And so this is the deer that I killed with my bow. And Matt, Stefan, and Pangrak actually came. They were doing that Master Angler quest. And Stefan got into town that night. They just got done with burgers and a few beers. And I called Matt because he's probably 20 minutes from my deer lease. I was like, hey, dude, I killed a giant. I need somebody to come help me drag this thing out. And Matt is not a country boy. When it comes to hunting, he's all about fishing, but he is Ned in the third grade when it comes to hunting.
He likes techno music, of course.
There you go. He likes to do things with glow sticks that we don't talk about. So
Juice has had a couple beers. He's a little juiced up talking about a
we're
little
gonna have
glow
to hear a
stick
glow
life.
stick story later.
I said to him and Matt, I just dropped a pin and I said, hey, dude, come on.
That's
and
awesome.
it's at a dead end road on the on an old river crossing, where it's redneck meth heads, it's pretty scary. And
that's the Oklahoma I like to
Yeah,
hear
it's typical
about.
Oklahoma.
And windy.
You gotta be in full
Yes,
drive to
and
get
windy.
there. Yeah. I mean, it's some redneck stuff in this area. It's sketchy, and and he's freaking out. And of course, he doesn't have any kind of weapon. He calls me. He's like, "You got more than your bow?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm packing. I got you."
Yeah, more than your. It's gonna be like Deliverance out in Oklahoma.
No,
the
because
Oklahoma
there's a
Deliverance.
dude, one of our neighbors was next door, picking up one of his other friends, going to pick him up from their stands, and he comes down that dirt road behind him, and he's freaking out, going, "Dude, I think they're gonna come get us." I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna be fine."
You're embarrassing me. Would you stop?
Turn around, get out of your truck, point at him, pull your pecker out, and just swing it around like a helicopter,
That's
and they'll
it.
leave you alone.
Is that what you guys do in North Carolina?
Oh, Panger's texting him right now.
Yeah, he's like, don't tell that story where I bitched out on that dark road and got scared.
Yeah. Well, he told this story himself, so.
No, it'll be fine. Hey, speaking about meth heads, though, it just dawned on me. Hold on. It just dawned on me that the meth heads in Oklahoma have to be the best meth heads in the country with how windy it is in Oklahoma. It's got to be a bitch to light that meth pipe. Like, it's got to be tough to get that. So props to you, Methany in Oklahoma City. Props to you.
So Juice, I used to be a wildland firefighter. Everybody drink. And I spent 2.5 weeks up in Osage County.
Okay.
Back in 2013, maybe. Doing wildfire suppression up there on the Osage Nation. And it was a great time, beautiful country. Some of the fucking craziest, wildest, stupidest firefighting I've ever seen from the locals. They had these deuce and a halves with water tanks on the back, and they'd have a water cannon on front. I think there was one on the back too. But I'm a dozer operator, so I've got a dozer going through shit. These fucking deuce and a halves are just running through the scrub brush. She had to be 70 or 80 or somewhere in between. Old woman on the front, hanging on for fucking dear life as they're just plowing through this shit like no fire safety bullshit, just spraying. There was a guy wearing a fucking gas mask going through this shit. It was fucking absolutely insanity. And I'm just tootling along on my dozer, pushing shit over, and fucking deuce and a half comes by. I mean, just fucking nuts, man. But yes, it was windy as fuck every day. But it was a good time. I enjoyed my time out in Oklahoma. It was a pretty country up, we're a little bit north.
Yeah, you're in a different part of the country, man. Like that's a whole nother. I grew up about 45 minutes to an hour away from the Osage, so yeah, I'm familiar with the crazies over there too. So.
It was wild. It was wild for sure. I had another question, and yet again, Alex interrupted me for something stupid he was going to say, and I forgot. So, Alex, go on with your next stupidity. And the only reason I'm being mean to you is because you are not showing up for podcasts. Like, it started with you not posting, then it went to you not scheduling anybody, and now you can't show up to the podcast. I'm starting to feel unloved, and like I'm starting to feel like I have to have Drunkwood and other guest co-hosts on standby. And I'm trying to make you feel bad about yourself, and I hope you get angry.
Nope. So the hair jigs, have you always fished those, or was it just when you started moving to crappie? And then what kind of you kind of mentioned you started getting getting success with bass. Then what was the jump to start making and selling these?
Oh, yeah, good question.
So like I grew up like kind of fishing like on Grand Lake with some old bucktail bass jigs, like basically with my great grandpa, just like summertime off of some of those deeper ledges and stuff. Like just that was kind of the first time I ever even knew what a hair jig was. So I was probably like 10, 12 back in the day. And then I used them on roadrunners, like marabou, like roadrunners and stuff like that when I was a kid. But then like with the whole bass fishing thing, I just knew that like obviously seeing the market and like doing what I was being able to do and doing something different that these fish had never seen and be able to present it in the way I was doing it and consistently, I was like, you know what, I'm going to put myself out there. So like it was a summer, it was probably like July, it was a 4th of July weekend on Lake Eufaula. I had tied just some, like strictly just gone and tried to just bass fish with hair jigs, like on a weekend until 10:30 every morning. And like for 2 or 3 days in a row, like I was going out and catching 15 pounds by 10 o'clock. I had one day I had almost 19 pounds, like, and just targeting bass with hair jigs, not a minnow, just a hair jig, and it was like, okay, they are like, it's a natural presentation. It is old school. It is old school as it gets. It's archaic, but it is one of the most natural presentations that you can present to a fish, where like let it flow is kind of like, like that's, you let the hair do it. You don't have to shake it. You don't have to do it. Does its thing. You know what I mean? And it's such a subtle finesse presentation that, like, a lot of fish haven't seen it in decades. So it's like, like around Oklahoma for sure, bass have it, other than some dude with a crappie jig, basically. You know what I mean? Like, and there's a few guys on, like, up on Grand Lake that probably had cracked the code of doing that back in the day too, off the ledges with the big hair, but nothing like this. So I mean, that's kind of, and basically, like, I put myself out there, like, because I didn't know, like, if everybody else would get what I was trying to, like, I knew what it could do, but like with, it's kind of one of those deals. It's like, well, I know what I can do with it. And then I became like kind of everybody's secret weapon here locally until about June of last year. So.
Oh, who fucked that up? Who caught fish and said these are Juice's jigs and fucked it up? Who was it? Who fucked it up for all the other people?
Yeah, I don't think he messed anything up, but Robert G. Like, just blew me up on Smith Lake, and that was pretty freaking cool. So.
No, he didn't fuck it up for you. He fucked it up for all the other people that you were getting jigs for that were no.
Yeah, and I was like 25 orders deep at that time, still taking like custom orders, dude. And it was just like every time I would get back to like down to like 15, like it was just like, here we go. And it got to the point where I was like 2.5 to 3 months out on like, and at that time I was like, I do some pretty unique stuff too with like football heads. Like I do some like hybrid hair, like football jigs, like finesse hair, like finesse round ball jigs, and like silicone and hair, and do some pretty cool stuff with it. And so like, I was busy kind of not just doing the hair Mickey stuff. It was like everything. And then it just,
what's this hair Mickey thing?
Yeah. Hair Mickey.
So that's what I can't even get.
No. Is that a name you came up with, or is that like a style?
No, that's like this. That's the style. That's what the hair.
It's the Mickey style lure, but with hair.
Yeah. It's like basically you're just slow reeling like you would a Demiki, like your old school Demiki rig before scope, and you don't have to do all the shaking like you do the minnow with it. So
a lot of folks are throwing the minnows everywhere with Ford Basin.
Right.
Would you say that your hair Mickey is going to be able to outperform lakes now, where you're seeing a lot of the minnows, the Demiki style minnows? Is that hair jig, is it going to be comparative, or is it going to probably outshine them in the places where they're not being fished?
Yeah, I mean, like, so when I go test new colors and baits, like I go to the high pressured lakes that I know they've seen 1,000 minnows, and it's crazy what hair, like some of the days I've had where I might have a 4-hour window and I catch 19 pounds in 3.5 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like where you go out with a minnow and you catch 2-3 pounders and they swim at it and look at it and go right back down. You know what I mean? But what's crazy is like, I've got a few guys that have figured out the power of the hair, and like Matt Collins, our buddy, Army Chinook helicopter pilot.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that
He's
guy.
a bad dude.
No,
Like,
he pranked me so bad when he was on the show. Yeah, he came on the show and Paul made a joke about the Green Berets and he was like, you know what? Or no, he got real mad about it and then Paul played into it and then Paul left the show, like didn't even just go to the green room, like
all right, so
logged completely off.
Alex is kind of fucking the story up, Juice. So what had happened is I got Matt as a guest. And I said, hey, man, we're going to fuck with Alex because he was in the Coast Guard. And then I can't remember exactly what we said. But we ended up, Matt said something. And then, so the plan was, we had this planned out. This just
you kind of fucked that story up, too.
I know, but I'm telling it better than you. But Matt and I had this, we had it planned. That's what I'm trying to get to. Alex is telling it is making it sound like this just happened. It didn't. We had it planned. Matt said something, I said something, and then Matt got a little pissy, and then I got pissy, and then I literally removed myself like how we were fucking around earlier. But not only that, I completely left the podcast, and I was gone for 10, 15 minutes, 12 minutes, somewhere. I was gone. And Alex doesn't know Matt. I brought Matt on as the guest. Alex, doesn't know him. And so I start getting texts from Alex. It's like, I can tell he's fucked up. He's like, hey, man, is everything okay? And this and that.
And the text from Paul was just like, I'm not going to let this guy disrespect me on my own podcast. Yeah. Fuck this guy. And I'm still trying to do this interview with Matt. And Matt is still acting kind of hostile during this portion of the interview. It is the most awkward I've ever felt in the 4 years that we've been doing this show.
And I have really fucked with Alex a lot on this podcast, but that one was by far the best. And so it was a good time. Y'all need to go back and listen to that one. Matt Collins is his name. I have no idea what fucking number it is, but it was good for sure. Yeah. All right. My other question with the hair jigs is obviously you're swimming them like you would a minnow. You're popping them up off like you would a spoon. So that summertime.
Well, the big hair, yes, but the hair minky, it is literally just like a slow reel, and on how I do it is just a slow constant reel over the top of the fish, and then once you get them to commit, you almost dead stick it and let your boat drift back if there's wind. But otherwise, it's just a slow, constant reel. You're not having to shake it at all. Like a minnow.
So you ain't out there, looking like you got the Alzheimer's. And then the other way is taking your bigger ones.
What? It's called Parkinson's.
It's Parkinson's, not Alzheimer's.
You know what? Sometimes they go hand in hand. Not. Yeah.
Did you make a Parkinson's joke?
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the bigger ones that you're gonna jerk up like you would a flutter spoon. And then all right, can I take this hair jig? Can I take your hair jigs and fish it like I would a regular jig, dragging it across the bottom like you would a football style or something like that? Have you fished them like that? Is that a viable way to fish these hair jigs?
So I've tied some scrounger heads that you can slow roll on the bottom like that. Yeah.
No, that's
I'm not scared to tie anything. And that's the thing is I figured out ways that hair just outperforms a lot of other baits. You would be surprised.
You heard it here first. Juice is saying hair is back, ladies.
Yep. Big bush.
Hey, so I'm looking at the website. Juice, we got to get some of these in stock on the website. Come on. It says out of stock on every single chick.
Yeah.
Listen, man, come on. You came on the world famous Bass and Brews with an out of stock eShop. Come on.
I do drops.
That's smart, actually.
Swim bait drop.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's the only way I can do it because this isn't my full-time job.
Listen, quit your job.
Really? What do you do for real?
Well, I'm for the last 18 years, I've been in the oil and gas industry as a landman and land manager.
We just had one on a couple of days ago.
We have been crushing the oil and gas industry.
Yeah.
We had Justin on. We had our why am I forgetting his name right now? I'm fucking so pissed at myself. Rob. the oil field angler on. Now we got another oil field guide on. I mean, man,
it seems
you're
like you guys have a really easy job because you have so much time to go fish.
Yeah,
that
you're either
is not
fishing
true,
or
dude.
yeah,
Like the late nights, like
Yeah.
the getting up early just to get, like, you know, and that's the thing is too, is like I have kind of like overextended myself at times trying to get stuff out, like where like I'm not sleeping, you know, like, and I'm up every morning at 4:30 or 5, and I tie until I got to go to work, and then I go coach baseball or soccer. Like I've got my kid, I coach my son's soccer, my daughter's or my son's baseball team and soccer teams, and you know, and I help my wife shuttle kids around to all the things and be a dad, and then come home and put kids to bed, and then I go tie until midnight or 1 o'clock, and then I get up and do it all over again. And I just, you know, like I've been doing better about not burning myself out, but like last year, I totally burned myself out.
Yeah.
Like I tied 468 jigs for the classic.
Oh,
like in person, like, and I've got two guys, like two guys consistently, and I just hired a third guy to tie for me. But like I do the majority of the tying, like you know, I do the heavy lifting, and so it's like, you know, it's kind of a balance. Like I'll do a drop, and then I've got to take like a week off. Like I have to go. Like I have to just go get out and go fishing, or if I've got a long list of honeydews,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like of stuff that I've neglected around the house or whatever. It's just, it's trying to find that balance, because like, dude, like I will grind. I'm super OCD and a nerd when it comes to doing things right. Like, because like the way I do things and what I do, the balance, you know, all the things, like, you know, I get guys that have tried to copy me, and it's like, you know, you can only control what you can control, but at the same time, they don't know what the principle and all the things that I do to put into the reason that why that fish will bite that one versus the store-bought one, you know.
So I've got three things. One, it sounds like you need to get Joe La Barbera to come be to live at your house, because when he lived with Pangrat was like, he's out here cutting the grass and like fucking trimming the hedges and shit. And like, so you need to invite Joe over for when you
Joe's
get behind
my boy, dude. I love Joe.
It's La Barbara for the people, but everybody knows Joe La Barbera on this podcast. Him and I have
call him
probably the most
Broski, man.
Joski Broski.
Hey, I can say this because I'm kind of fat, but Joe's put on some weight around the belly area. He's got a little rubber ducky going on. I think he's living life. The other thing is this. Fuck, I forgot because y'all interrupted me in the middle of my shit.
You interrupted yourself.
Well, you know, this is what happens, Alex, when you're not here, and I have to run the whole fucking podcast.
We'll run it.
And when you come here, I can be all oopty-oopty. Don't tell me to stop.
Hey, so I'm looking at the deception on your website. That thing looks amazing for dirty tidal water that I fish in. Like, that thing looks... There was what's the company? Beast Coast Jigs do like a swim jig, and it kind of looks like that. But sometimes that thing is too big, right? This looks like the perfect substitute for their Gorilla swim jig. Like, that is making me all ticklish in the right parts. That is a solid color. I dig it.
Yeah, like I tied that for some of our dirtier lakes around here. I actually designed that for a good buddy of mine. And then I like looked at it and I went and tested it. I was like, dude, this is
so just so folks know, it's like a black, but then it's got like some pinks and purples in it and some like pink. Yeah, it is that thing. I like a good dirty
nice
water.
Not to be colorblind.
Yeah. I'm colorblind too, by the way.
How do you do this then? Was the deception on accident? You were like, this is going to be the greatest
deception. This bitch is look. This is a green. This is a green, black, and blue hair jig, and people are like, this motherfucker. This bitch is pink and purple.
I look windows 4 days a week. The rest of the time I dial it in. No, but like honestly, like as long as somebody's not messing with me, I've been able to like, when I was in kindergarten, they thought I ate all the crayons because I didn't know my color wheel. Like
You were like,
I'm
no, I
believing
ate
it
the
with you, buddy.
crayons, but I know the colors. And
yeah,
then you're
but like I've been able to train my brain as long as somebody's not messing with me.
Mhm.
Like I've trained my brain to what it should look like, and also like if it's a weird color and I don't know it, like because it happens. I have an app on my phone, literally that like helps me like decipher colors, and that way I'm at to a T of like a bold or a light. I mean,
That's
it's
crazy.
I've
yeah,
got an app. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, but it's helped me like I mean, because there are times and like it's midnight or 1 o'clock, and I can't go ask my wife because usually because like that's my scapegoat. Sometimes it's like if it's a weird color, it's like I don't. Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. Is my app for me? I'm not tying shit, but just in general, my app. If I need help with colors, I holler at my wife and say, "Hey, does this match?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
is this
dude.
navy blue or black?" Because I have
So-
100% worn a navy blue sock and a black sock, and not known the fucking difference until like my wife is like, "What the fuck is? What are you doing?" I was like,
You
we've
remember
been
when
together
like colored
20-something
shirts
years.
were cool to wear underneath, like underneath shirts that matched like a
Yeah.
polo shirt, like and like I thought that this light blue shirt with purple stripes was navy blue stripes. It was
Mhm.
purple stripes. I wore a navy blue undershirt. My
Right.
wife is like, "What are you doing? Like, what is that?" Like, so like every Sunday, like for church, like I literally go in there. I'm like, "Hey, is this match?" Like,
Do I
that
look
happens
dumb?
every day?
Yeah.
Like every day that we're going to something that's not like like where I don't really care. But honestly, like I've kept it simple. Like I do lots of grays and blacks and
Well, I'll
something
tell you
that
what's
I know.
not simple though is some of these. So I'm looking through all of these, and you said like some of these, like I love that you're using small accents of purple. I think that's super smart. I think that's kind of an underused. Specifically the smoke show, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, smoke show. With that little lavender thrown in there is I dig that. And the same one with the snowflake having that too.
Yeah, it must be nice. There ain't no difference between lavender, navy blue, and blue to me. Like,
but I'm telling you what, that deception would absolutely slay up here because we've got like tannic water. It's real.
Would that be
like
good,
wine.
Alex? Would that be good for your strippers?
No, because they want like white. I mean, some of these are too small for the stripers. Those stripers you're gonna use.
Up to 3/4.
I mean, that would work, but normally because you're fishing around rocks with stripers, right?
Like this one's called the Rodeo Queen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
I dig that one too.
Did
you like the purple?
I'm not sure if I should name this after. I'm not sure I should say this on air. The Rodeo Queen.
Yeah.
That's going to be the name of the episode. Jared Juice's Jigs, the rodeo queen. I dig that color. That's awesome. But no, Paul, it wouldn't because you're going to fish around a lot of rocks.
That's an inside joke with somebody that I speak with who's a really good friend of Juice's.
Yeah, we're going to leave that one alone.
Speaking of rodeo queens, if y'all listened to last week's episode, we had Dina Davis on, who was great. It was a good time. We talked about rodeoing, fishing, backing trailers, kayak fishing, being a new kayak angler, losing her kayaks, and then somehow it devolved into waxing men and women's pubic hairs, which, hey, if you're going to do the pubic stuff, your Juice, we might have a line.
We got a supply. We got a supply.
Look, we could get you a supplier right now.
I'm good, but let's go back to the purples.
Yes, Jesus, like, can we get off of that?
Yeah. So
they look
do
really
you get
good.
the purple hair?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, and then I'm going to be funny, and then you can be serious. I'm going to try to be
Yeah.
funny. But when you get the pink and purples hairs, like what? Where did those come from? Like what group of the goths do you go to on Reddit for them to send you those colored hairs?
He goes to the bathroom at Hot Topic and he just picks them from the bowl
and pulls them out of the sink. It'd be like sorority boys when the guy's cleaning the drain out. He's like, "Oh, it's like a Wookiee."
But Deception looks awesome. The purple Raven looks awesome.
So
Deception's definitely my favorite. I think that's in the dark waters. I think those. I think the purple shows up awesome, and it's kind of like bright enough. Again, anybody fishing super dark water, everybody knows you want to go like dark to create that silhouette. But like I felt like when I went from like a standard swim jig, just like a normal black and blue swim jig. And then when I went to those Beast Coast ones, because they had one that was kind of like the same color of what you got, this color's a lot better, I saw more fish bite. And I think it's those pinks and those purples look more like those darkened out bluegill that are sitting in there.
So like I'm a purple over blue all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like on whether it is a gizzard shad or a threadfin. Like I feel like those it's just a slight color hue that's different that makes a difference. Like I've talking going back to getting Sharpies like and painting crankbaits like it for tournaments and stuff like that, and making my own like putting a purple back on a freaking crankbait to get that made a difference of getting bit or not. Like I know it sounds dumb, but it's like a philosophy that I've had over the years of just like, you know, I felt like purple like is whatever it is, like whatever it looks like to us. And obviously there's all this technology that has came out and, you know, with what bass see versus what we think they see, right? Whatever, you know, you can take it for what it's worth. But like, I feel like purple is literally like always got bit over all the blue hues every day, like all the time.
Yeah,
so,
and is that purple mixed with black specifically, or is that any kind of purple mixed in with white or the beige?
Just basically a subtle purple.
Just the purple.
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't have any.
He probably does. He's got a bunch. You just can't see the color purple. They're
no,
like literally
be on the web
all over the place.
Yeah, he can't find.
This is the pro blue. Like I mean, this is a straight up pro blue color. That's more like, and so like I don't, you know.
That one doesn't excite me, to be honest. Not a fan of that one.
To be serious though, you tie your stuff. I'm sure the natural colors, the tans, the whites, those types of colors are natural hair. What do you do with, how do you get, is it synthetic? Are the colors synthetic hair, or are the colors, do you paint them? Is it natural hair? Like, how do you get the colors in there?
So it's a combination of all of them, like synthetics versus and natural hairs that are dyed. Like I'm just taking and buying the material, and then I just spend the time
the palette together.
Yeah, Juice is in his sink, dyeing a bunch of hair. His wife's like, "Can you mow the lawn?" You're like, "No, I have to get the right shade of purple, and I'm fucking colorblind, and I'm doing my best here, ma'am."
In the sink in the bathroom or the kitchen is fucking dyed everywhere, and she's like, "I can't have shit in this house because it just dye everywhere."
And literally, like I will work on, like if I'm working on a new color, I might tie it 6 times before I like it. Like that's how OCD I am when it comes like my buddies are like, "I'll buy them all. Like I'll buy all your retreads, like whatever." Like,
I was about to ask you, do you untie them and retie them?
Oh, it depends on what they are. I've got some new baits that are coming out that you guys, I can't show you tonight, but dude. It's like I've spent a lot of time on these, like probably over a year.
Wow.
And I will untie those. I will cut crap out. Like if like that's like kind of what I do is like I'm not gonna waste time. Like it takes so much time to do some of this stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll back out and get it right. You know what I mean? So like most of my gigs are about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on what they are.
Wow.
But it depends on the color schemes too and the layers. Like if I'm, how many colorways I'm doing, it's a step, right? It's a step for everything, and it's got to be right.
Well, I think it's important you do that, though, because this is obviously a market that can be saturated. You got a lot of big companies, like we've talked about, the hair jigs or whatever you can get from Walmart, the crapo brands. But when you talk to somebody like you, a bait maker, who's putting that extra effort in, who's putting that love and that passion into the bait, that draws people into it more. And people can say what they want about the colors, and that can be an argument for whenever, right? But if you are confident, that that bait is going to catch fish, that means wonders for you as an angler. But then also having somebody as passionate and confident in making their baits, that kind of translates to the fisherman as well.
Well, and I will tell you this, like there's not a bait that I put out there that I don't go test it. Like, because I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a gimmick guy. Does that make sense? Like, because I feel like there is, like, especially in the bait making world, and like I'm not trying to throw stones, but like there's a lot of gimmick stuff out there, guys.
Especially
and like,
soft plastics.
There's dudes that don't fish that are putting stuff out there that are not the hardcore fishermen, or they don't fully understand like the big picture of what everybody's trying to do. And like, so for what separates me is like, I test every single bait, every single color before it goes out the door. Like before I'm going to put my name on it. Like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, because
it does,
like, because it matters to me. Like I take pride in what I'm doing. And if like, I don't want to put garbage out there. I don't want to tie just a color just because it looks cool or whatever. I mean,
you can tie that deception, because I'm still like, it's still up on this, like my screen. That is such a good color for here.
He really likes
the smoke show. The smoke show is probably one of the best colors. And that's actually for like a herring bait. It's like a smoky herring style bait. But I designed that for a guy on the Elite Series. So
that's what I was going to say too about your lures, and about you have access to some of the greatest anglers in the country that can validate what you tie and what you tested, and then get it out there with guys who are fishing for a living. And then that second validation of what they give you too, that like that, all right, this shit's on, this color pattern is on, this is it.
Yeah, I mean, it not only my validation, but and like I don't self promote that. Like I just kind of like, I'm not that guy that's like, oh, I'm tied for this guy, this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Like that's not what it's about to me. Like I like, wholeheartedly believe in what I'm doing, and like I let my jigs speak for themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, we've had some bait makers on that have lures that go out to the pros, the touring professionals, and they don't say names, they don't promote it. One is because they have sponsors that are probably have a bait that they should be using. Which is kind of funny with this day and age too, with all the cameras and the technology on boats, trying to be able to hide shit isn't as easy. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of validation with having somebody use one of your lures and catch a big fish or win a tournament off of it, or them just going out and practicing and knowing that they've got them in the boat, that if shit gets hard and the situation is right, they can tie that on and have confidence in it to go out there and catch a fish with it.
Yeah. And honestly, like a lot of it too is like I've been able to build the trust with some of those guys, if that makes sense. Like where like if I tell them something, they know that I'm not just some dude trying to like push something.
You're
on
the
them.
hair man. Yeah, you're
like-
Harry and the Hendersons for him.
Like it does
Yeah.
mean something. Like when it's like, okay, well they get what I'm like. I get what they're trying to accomplish. Like I'm not like at their level by any means, but like I understand what the situation is and the high pressure situations, and I know what this bait will do and how it will perform and outperform some of these other baits in certain situations. Like where, but it, you know, the stars have to align on some of those deals too. So
That's right.
So you're
Yeah.
like, you know, they say if you can't play, you coach. And if you can't coach, you become the equipment manager. And that's you. You're the equipment manager. You're making sure that these stars have everything they need. You're giving them the tools to accomplish the mission. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you can't play, you can't coach, and you can't be the manager, don't be the shitty parrot in the stands that think they can do all three.
Bingo. Like I will attest to that because I coach every single week.
Alex coaches his daughters in soccer.
Yeah. Only
Both
one
of
now,
them.
Paul. Only no.
Okay.
I had to move to co-ed because Lori got older. So she's in co-ed now.
But still, he coaches his daughters in soccer twice a year. I grew up playing sports. The majority of people in my family have been or still coaches, and I played college football. But my wife, she quit asking 2 years ago. But she's like, "Oh, they're looking for coaches for basketball or football or whatever." I don't know shit about soccer, and my son plays soccer, so I'm not coaching that one. But the other ones, there's no way, because I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But I have a question.
Listen, if anybody's on the fence about coaching like kids sports, it's super fulfilling. It's really cool to see your kid progress. It's really awesome to like help kind of lead some of these other kids, right? But the hands down worst part is dealing with parents. They are what I think drive most parents out of being coaches for kids. The parents are the absolute worst.
And now
there are some really good ones.
Referees are quitting left and right now because the parents want to talk shit to them, little bitches. Hey, I got a quick question. I don't want to get into little kid sports, but too much. But
we're talking about
I
fishing.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all doing that because Alex has been coaching for at least 3 years now, twice a year for his girls. And then obviously Juice over here has been coaching multiple sports with his kids. But I have a question for you. So I know with hair, because I grew up in the country killing deer and hogs and all that shit. You know, when you're skinning or you're blading off hair, that shit gets everywhere. Do you have a separate laundry basket for all your clothes that your wife makes you wash separately from all your other clothes? Because when she puts, her black dress on or black shirt or something, when she puts it on, it's not that hair that you're using. It's not moose hair, but there's another hair that floats around a lot or something. Marabou. Yeah, marabou. Like, you can't get that shit out. Like, so do you have rules about your hair tying clothes versus the regular clothes?
No, like you guys can see like where I tie, and that's kind of my time bench back there. And so like I literally have like a little dust, like one of those little dust, like the little hand.
Dustbuster. Dustbuster.
Yeah.
No, we roll it up Dustbuster.
Yeah, the battery powered Dustbuster that we got, like when we got, like we're still rocking. It's still the one from we've been married 11 years, and like, dude, like I like leave it out in the garage when I know that, like, I've got to, like.
Have you ever gotten out?
I've got a top vac that I keep out here in my. Like, so I'm set up in my third car garage, boat shop, jig lab, whatever you want to call it.
Rich man.
Whatever.
Third
dude,
car
like
garage?
He works in oil. Of course he's rich.
That's
like
true.
that's fine.
Yep.
I
And
put
that's 6 vehicles.
I have a Toyota Tundra, and my wife has one car, so like we're good.
Listen,
But,
Juice, it's okay to be rich. It's all right. You don't have to. I love that you're humble about it, though. That's great because it actually goes all the way back to the beginning where you were like, my family has had a house. Very fortunate that my family has a house on a lake. That's great. See, it shows that you're a humble guy, but it's okay to flex that a little bit. It's all right.
Anything. But like I'm set up in my boat garage, and I finally the best like money I ever spent. I finally put a mini split in because I used to do heating and air all the way through. Used to do heating and air through high school and college, and I gave up my game room to my kids' playroom. And so like I ran my own ductwork out here to my boat garage off of the plenum, and I was afraid to take too much air off of the house.
So it was just like blowing the loop, the hot air.
I put a 6-inch duct and widened it off and put 2 drops out here. And like I've been poor boying it for so long, like with a little electric heater out here in the wintertime. And it's like hoodies and sweatpants, like and I finally put a mini split. I found them on sale like back in May, and I finally got it installed. No, I got a Blue Ridge. It's made by Alpine Home or something like that. But me and my buddy installed it a couple. Well, I was telling you about it, Paul, about like all the like basically like I had it set in my other garage for pretty much on a pallet for like 2 months.
He's got three car garage, and now he's got a other garage.
My boat, dude. I got to get my boat in and out. I couldn't put it in here, dude. Like you got to have a access.
How many garages do you have?
I mean,
just 2. So
I got a 3-car and a 4-car garage. It's only 2.
How big's your 3-car garage? Like how many square feet?
It's just 3 cars.
So it's 32 by 12 foot. It's 432 square feet.
Yeah, that's
like an apartment in Philly. Just to be clear, me and Amanda and I, that was our first apartment together in Philly, was 450 square feet, and that's your Jig Lab.
Hey, I'm appreciative of your try, but that actually would have been Amanda and me.
But sidetrack from Jig Lab, when Paul was talking about, having, different clothes on, all I kept envisioning was like Breaking Bad. And then you said Jig Lab. So listen, for your social media, you got to come out dressed like in the Tyvek suit. Yeah, like Walter White. You know what I mean? And you can come out here and be like, I'm cooking up something good.
I've got some old, like I was a Ghostbuster, like kind of with one of those suits for Halloween a couple of years ago. My wife is all into Halloween, and I've got some stuff lined up. I need to do it. And
you should.
One of the guys that ties for me does a lot of my like social media videos and stuff. So
dude, give him that idea and have
me and Mason will get on it. And
have Matt be Jesse.
Yes.
Your little helper in the Jig Lab, you know what I mean?
He's already mad at me, so it's all right.
Well, he's mad at you because of me, and what I've told him has been all lies. He thinks it's real, so he's stressing out right now. He's like, "Fuck, BTL is going to be canceled next week."
I thought he was mad at Juice because Juice made him stay in the 2-car garage, not the 3-car garage.
I haven't. Good grief.
Hey, if you're going to do the Breaking Bad, you obviously need to have the later seasons where they're decked out in their shit. Yeah. But one of the videos needs to be you in the tidy whities.
Yeah.
With the that's got to be one
of
the
apron
the first
on
season and the apron and the tidy whities.
Oh, dude, I can't do the tidy whities.
Get Joe. Joe getting tidy whities.
Well, let's not do
I know Joe
tidy whities.
He is comfortable in his own skin for sure. So.
If I come to Oklahoma again, I'll be in the tidy whities.
Dude, hey, come to Oklahoma and we'll go fishing. I promise you guys. Like I'll put you guys on.
I would love to.
Trophy crappie fishing. I'll try to put you on a 10-pounder too. 10-pound bass.
10-pound fucking what?
Crappie?
Crappie?
No, bad.
Oh, I was about to say,
Double-digit
God
bass
dang.
and a 3-pound crappie.
I thought he meant 10-pound crappie at
I was
first.
too. I was like, this
holy
isn't real.
fuck.
He's a liar.
No,
This guy's the Mike Long of crappie fishing.
there you go. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'm in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. So Jordan Falls, Sharon Harris, MLF, back when they've come here a couple times. And Jordan, at least in my neck of the woods, down here in the south, the farther southeast, Jordan Lake is one of these lakes that people come to from states away to come crappie fish. And I don't crappie fish, so I don't know the sizes and all this and that. But I know that people come to Jordan Lake to crappie fish, and it'll be fucking insane at the first part of the year. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Like, how big are they?
I just told you I don't know what sizes mean what, and I don't crappie fish, so I can't answer that question.
You don't
I
even
don't
know the relevance of it?
I don't know, 16 inches? I don't know. How big is a 16-inch crappie?
3-pounder. But it's like, I've caught some here in Oklahoma that look like footballs that are 16-pounders that are like 298. So,
yeah, I don't know. If I start catching crappie and I've got a little cooler with some White Claw surges in it, and if I start catching 3 or 4,
call me anytime and I'll coach you at crappie fishing.
Dude, crappie fishing is the best, especially if you want to get like kids into it, because they are eager eaters. They will just absolutely annihilate shit. Like, and there might be small ones, but like when you're first starting out, like people just want to feel the tug of, like.
Yeah, tug is the drug, baby.
Yeah. I love crappie fishing.
That's what I told my wife when we were dating.
All right, on that note, hey, Juice, we are about ready to hit the most polarizing.
We didn't play the other game.
And
we didn't tell him to give us a heads up if he had to leave before.
I know.
You're good.
All right.
You're good.
Anyways, we're going to hit the most polarizing section.
So we're not going to play the other game?
No, I retired the other game. I got another game coming out in Halloween. Anyways.
Which, you know what? You'll have another game coming out in Halloween and you won't be here to do it.
That man is correct. Before we get to it, why don't you let people know where they can find you and any shout outs you'd like to do?
So, Juices Jigs on Instagram and Facebook. JuicesJigs.com is my website.
It's all out of stock.
Yeah, but you can sign up. You can sign up for the email to be the first to know on the drops. So those are the keys. And I've got some swag coming out. Like, I'm getting ready to put in an order on some new hats. And obviously, definitely go check out my tungsten jig heads at Tackle Warehouse, Real Deal Tackle, and Lucky Lure Tackle. So
I meant to tell you earlier, I want to buy that hat that you're wearing. Not the style. I want to buy that hat.
Ew.
This hat?
Yep.
It's
I don't care.
Sweated in, dude.
Ew.
I don't
he
give a
loves
fuck.
that.
I want a Juices Jigs
It's full of
hat
juice.
worn and saturated with Juices juice. I want that hat. And if I got to buy some jigs for you to shove it in there and send to me, I'll do that too, because I love fishing.
Well, we can work that out too. So
I want the Juices Jigs hat with Juices juice.
Listen, all the listeners, if you sign up over at patreon.com/bassandbrews, we can get you in contact with Juice to get all of his old clothes or hats, anything he's looking to get rid of.
Yeah, if you want Juice's juice on your clothing wear, sign up for Patreon and we'll make it happen.
Lord have mercy.
Juice, you need to fire your social media guy. Paul's got you covered for now on. He's your idea man.
Me, I'm fired. I'll let you have it.
Wait, you just said you got a guy that does your social media.
Well, he does all of, like, my videography. I do all of it. The rest of the part.
Oh, you post.
Shit. Yeah, you need to fire yourself, and Paul's your new idea man.
Okay,
hey, you don't even have to fire me. I'll just start making my own Juices Jigs videos and tagging you and making you a collaborator. And you can accept or not, but I'm going to do it.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, I would be. All right,
Look,
here we go.
That's why Drunkwood said, "I'm sorry" when you
Exactly.
texted him earlier.
Yeah, hey, well, it's validated. I'm kidding. No.
All right, here we go, boys.
It's time.
Boys and girls, let's see how far down the rabbit hole we can go today. Woo! It only takes one.
All right, Juice. What we have here is the patent pending Bass and Brews shotgun round. We're going to ask you a rapid fire set of questions. You just got to answer the question. Super easy. We do have a couple rules, and really you just got to answer the question. Don't do none of this wishy-washy bullshit. You just got to answer it.
They're either multiple choice or yes or no. And I know you're colorblind, and it might be difficult, but you can make it through, I'm sure.
And
Do
listen,
I need to get another beer?
no,
Yes,
you're good.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, go grab another one. Yeah.
For sure. Hey,
Okay,
Alex.
well,
wow, that
He's
was
got him
quick.
right there. All
dude,
right.
I'm locked and loaded.
So the Brewskis, the fans of the show, are a very nice people. But if there's anything that's going to piss them off, it's going to be your answers to this. So I want to make sure you're ready, because this is either going to rise you to the heights to become a serious angler, or to the lowest lows into the dark waters. Juice, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey,
Texas
Juice,
or
I'm
wacky?
really disappointed that you have not said anything about my horse hat. And I specifically wore this motherfucker tonight because you're from Oklahoma, and not once have you complimented me on my gas station horse hat. It has the horse and the silhouette off to the
You
side.
bought it off of some rodeo queen, dude. What the hell is that on your head?
Yeah, I don't know. Matt Pangrack sent me a package one day, and this showed up.
It's Matt's new brand of hats.
This
He
is old
only-
brand.
He only sells to Circle K's.
It's all the attire from never mind. All right, come on.
All right, Juice. Texas or wacky?
Texas or wacky? Wacky.
My man.
What?
Yeah.
Look, you can tell he's from Oklahoma because anything in the name with Texas in
Yeah,
it,
he
he's
didn't.
like, fuck
He
them
didn't even.
bitches.
He didn't even want to say it. He was like, "Ugh,
River,
Texas."
baby.
Oklahoma
River.
barbecue or Texas barbecue?
My barbecue.
All right.
I
Did
get
Matt
after
Pangrack
it,
ever
boys.
share any of my barbecue rub with you while you've eaten at his house? He hasn't.
I'm scared to ask. But yeah,
for real though, for real. I've sent Pangrack
but
a bunch of my barbecue
I'm a-
rub, and he loves it.
I'm a hardcore barbecuer, so like I do my own like seasonings mix. So
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I'll put myself against Texas all day, every day.
Okay,
I am
so
too.
this is. No,
I
you're
make.
not.
Yeah. I use these. It's a little known brand. It's called Bubba Burgers. A lot of people don't know about them,
Yeah.
but you can barbecue those up perfectly.
Exactly. This is exactly what I was about to say. This man is barbecuing burgers instead of grilling them out. So just forget
I
what he
smoked
said.
my burgers. I smoked them tonight for my kids before they went to all their
I
activities.
smoke cigarettes while I make the burgers, so it's kind of the same thing.
Is this pepper? This is really good. It's got a really different flavor on it. No.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
this is. Hey, hold on. God, hold on, Jarrett. This is what we do. You send me the Juices Jigs juice hat
He'll send
and
you
some
his
of your
rub.
rubs, and I'll send you my rub. But when you get packages from me, you get a lot of extra surprises.
He
in
sends
there.
you trash from his garage. There's gonna be some trash mixed in with his rub. I love that you guys are in a rub exchange. That's kind of nice. I once went to a place
Oh,
called
yeah.
Rub Exchange. It was in downtown San Diego. They did not have barbecue at all there.
Did you get
Very
herpes?
disappointing. Didn't have barbecue, but did have roast beef. Anyways, Juice, are you gonna spend more on a rod or a reel?
I'm gonna go with Rod.
Rod. Okay.
I knew that because he's 13, 15 footers plus his
Right.
bass rods.
I like the sensitivity. That's everything. Like
Oh, yeah.
especially
That's what
with
she
the hair
said.
jig, 'cause it's a sensitivity thing. Like
Yeah.
the rod matters and the parabolic where it bends, especially on the hair jigs, because you want a medium light rod with an extra fast tip. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of fish. You want it so.
So with big hair, you want a flexible rod.
You want like like big hair, you want
It's
a
a
flexible
sexual
rod.
joke. It's a
Solid.
sexual joke.
I know where you're. I know what you're stepping in, but I was going to validate it, right?
All right. The episode's called Hair's Back, Baby, with Juice's Jigs.
Juicy.
Juicy
With juice.
Jigs.
Oh Lord,
Hair's back
So-
with the juice.
Uh,
Wait. The juice is loose with big hair.
That's right, baby.
the juice brought the hair back. Never mind. Crocs or flops?
Crocs.
Okay.
So I wear oboes, like over.
Like the
over foot.
musical instrument?
No, they're like.
Puts a whole oboe on his feet.
No, they're like they're like a hiking brand. They're not Crocs. They're
It sounds like it
Yeah.
sounds like
it's
something
more of a
that
supportive recovery sandal. Does that make sense? It's
I
not like
think-
a cheapest Croc.
I think you only have access to those shoes if you have two garages. So Paul and I can't. Can't
Honestly,
get those.
I'm neither. Like I'm a closed toe guy. Like
All
I
right.
don't like if I'm on the boat, like I'm wearing freaking tennis shoes or boat
Ugh.
shoes.
Okay.
Like I can't do I've had too many freaking hooks in my foot
Yeah, I'm
doing
with
the
you.
flip flops or Crocs or whatever. So
Well, this is
Yeah.
also a tough question
I'm
from
neither.
somebody from Oklahoma.
on the boat,
because you give them a shoe option and it's like boots.
Boots. I like.
Boots.
Do you like Crocs or flops? Boots.
Boots.
I got lots of boots.
I'm sure
You're
you
up on
do.
a cattle ranch.
These
so-
are my running
Oh, there you
boots.
go.
These are my church boots. These are my wedding boots. These are
These
my.
are my roping boots.
These are my new boots. Scoot.
You got shit kickers too. Those
Yeah.
are the ones that you don't care about.
got
Yeah,
new
anytime.
boots, and nobody told me how good I could ride in them.
that's right.
You're on your way to the water, Juice. Is it
Okay.
hype music or is it slow jams?
Oh, dude, I'm getting jacked up, dude. I'm
And what does
listening
that mean to you? What's hype music to you?
God, dude, I'm gonna go back to like I'm gonna listen to some Metallica, like
Fuck
Inner
yeah.
Sandman, like baby, like it doesn't get any better than like probably the the San Francisco Symphony album. That's
Yeah.
probably one of the best.
S
ones.
and M.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna jam out to that or some AC/DC.
All
Or
right.
like I grew up like kind of I'm an eclectic guy when it comes to music. So like I'm all about the hype music. I'm gonna listen to the rock and maybe even some Kings of Leon or something like
Okay.
that.
Ooh.
You know?
Listen,
that's kind of
Juicy's
lost.
Juicy's hair jigs will set your sex on fire.
That's right, baby.
Hey, Juice, I will tell you this. Alex and I both were kind of sitting on the edge of our chairs with this question
Oh, no.
because when we've asked some country folk
Yeah.
hype music or slow jams, and they've said hype music, we've got Brooks and Dunn.
That's not hype music.
Yeah.
He's from North Carolina.
That's hype
um,
music for him.
Our buddy Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler said Brooks and Dunn. We had somebody else say country music. I can't remember who the fuck it was right now, but
We've had
I
a bunch of country
yeah,
ones.
I was like waiting to hear what your hype music
He's
was.
gonna be like
and-
Zach Bryan. He's just
Yeah.
like the saddest country music.
Fucking Garth Brooks, baby.
Like,
The
Maybe-
thunder rolls.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
dude, I will die in my grave before I listen to that. So
All right, Juice. You're gonna go fish for 4 hours?
5 hours.
Sure, 5 hours. Would you rather catch 5 2-pounders or 1 7-pounder?
1-7 all day.
All right.
I knew 100% that was going to be it.
Since you deal with wildlife a lot, have you ever eaten beaver?
Yeah, actually, I've had smoked beaver. Swear to God.
You smoked the beaver.
Swear to God. Yep.
Yeah.
Trapped it and skinned it. And like honestly, it was a guy. This sounds really bad. Like, it was
How did you trap it?
like in a like the clamp traps.
Oh, okay.
A little clapper.
Yeah. Like
And
I
you
mean,
can clap
like,
that beaver.
yeah, I mean, like honestly, like I didn't cook it and I didn't
Okay.
smoke it. Like I was like probably like 15, but like it was on my
I
family's
had my
ranch.
first
Like,
beaver when I was 15.
Wait,
no,
are you
literally,
saying you ate
like,
somebody
this guy,
else's
like,
smoked beaver?
he like decided he was gonna cook it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll try it. Like whatever. And honestly, wasn't terrible. I mean, I wouldn't do it again. Probably, but
All right.
We have talked about this a lot on this podcast. I try to tell people, if you ever get a chance to eat beaver, it really is delicious. Like,
it's not terrible.
If you cook it like you would a Boston butt.
Yeah.
It's a very dark meat. It's not fatty, but it's it's a very different flavor. It's a little bit gamey. But if you smoke it in some barbecue sauce and you pull it,
if you inject it,
if you inject the beaver, it tastes better.
This is a two-part question.
Like, holy cow, man!
No, this goes both ways. Matt Pangrack said he's never eaten beaver.
Yep.
I've had it like when I was
it was delicious. I love beaver.
Injected beaver, solid.
It was not terrible, but it was like injected to break down the meat, and
yep. I will say this is probably you are besides myself.
Yeah,
I would say you might be the first or second person that's ever actually eaten it.
No, dude, I've eaten just about anything when it comes to like wild game, like squirrel. Like I will eat the shit out of squirrel.
Squirrel
squirrel gravy is the best gravy for Mexican gravy you'll ever have in your life. I promise you that.
Squirrel's delicious.
Yeah.
Yep. Love rabbit.
But it's funny you asked me with beaver, and I was like, yeah, I actually have.
I'm saying, Alex, have we actually had anybody? I can't remember.
No, they usually get caught up in the other side of the. No, they
either say
giggle,
no. They say no.
I'm being dead serious. Though.
Yeah.
we understood.
They are
too. Because you started about smoking it, and we're like, and I'm sitting here going, oh fuck yeah, this man's actually eaten real beaver before.
Yeah, dude. Swear to God.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, if somebody
it was not bad. It was not bad. Like it wasn't like I'm gonna do it every freaking week, but
this is just getting better. This is
I keep soft tossing this shit all night long. Good God Almighty.
What kind of rub did you put on the beaver? Was it to get that rub in there? Was it circular or was it up and down?
Chili powder. It's a dark meat, so you chili powder it always with brown sugar. Like, swear to God.
All right.
I agree with you. I've eaten beaver before. I guess I understand. It's delicious.
I feel like the chili powder makes my wife yell a lot, so I don't really use that.
See, Alex, you just
took garlic pepper always.
Garlic pepper.
Garlic pepper. Huh.
Not garlic salt, garlic pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck the salt.
That's the deal.
All right.
That's why I'm fat.
What am I? Oh, hey, Juice, pineapple on pizza. Yes or no? Now he's thinking. He's like, what does pineapple on pizza mean? Is it some kind of dirty joke?
I don't like pineapple on my pizza.
Okay.
He's from Oklahoma. That pizza, he probably doesn't eat vegetables on his pizza. It's like no cheese, no veggies. I just need sauce and meat.
No, I'm all about mushrooms, onions, everything but olives.
Okay.
You grew up on the ranch. Did you ever eat any cow patty mushrooms?
Yeah. Morel mushroom? Yeah, dude. Like we go hunting. Me and my dad and my grandpa go hunting, like mushroom hunting. Oh, you're talking about those.
Cow patty mushrooms. The ones that make you,
No.
Are you talking about shrooms?
It's what Pangrack gave him in the Pontiac Grand Prix when they went fishing for the first time. So he thought he actually caught fish.
Yeah. No, I've never done that. No, I didn't even know those existed. No, but I thought you were talking about morel mushrooms. I'm all about those.
They don't grow in shit.
I don't know. Like they grow underneath trees.
But they don't grow in cow patties.
I love Juice's explanation. They grow underneath trees. You heard it here first. Juice's Jigs thinks trees are shit. You heard it here first.
Hey, y'all ain't got no goddamn trees in where you are in Oklahoma either.
Of course, the oil and gas man said, fuck trees.
Oh, I did not. You did not put that on me, dude.
Fuck your trees. Fuck your aquifers.
I'm a responsible guy here.
I know you are. All right, Juice, you've done great. You're on the last question. Every great angler loves a good sandwich. What are your top 3 sandwich proteins?
We're gonna go pastrami.
Yeah, my man.
Like we're gonna go ham, bacon. Top 3, and bologna.
Bologna.
Okay, that's 4. That's 4. He's colorblind and cannot count.
Smoked bologna, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but dude, I need to send you some bright leaf bologna, Alex. Bright leaf bologna.
It's really
you're
good.
Talking about boat sandwiches is what I'm assuming.
Yeah,
you're talking
usually.
About. Yeah, dude. Like we're talking. Yep.
Quick, easy out of there. I'm telling you though, that bologna, because we've got in New Jersey, we've got like the Italian bologna, right? It's really, it's good. It's delicious. You get a good, nice, thick cut bologna sandwich, heavy on the mayo, nice slice of tomato on there. It's delicious. But that bright leaf, it was really good. It was like on par with the Italian bologna we get.
And so bright leaf is a local Eastern North Carolina, some of the oldest hog producing area of the country. And bright leaf has their hot dogs are red. They make red hots. They make the best smoked sausage I've ever had. Not the type of smoked sausage you
sponsor on the podcast, guys.
They did. They gave us a bunch of stuff, but just so you guys
Alex
know,
never put out a video of it.
It's all natural. Asshole. I swear to God, those hot dogs are red. No, I'm just joking. There's got to be some kind of dye in there, but they are delicious. They're really good, actually. Yeah. All right. Well, Juice.
I'm a nerd when it comes to good meat like that. I appreciate it. So.
It's been great.
Go anywhere.
Yeah, hang out for a minute.
At the green room.
Brewskis, it's been great. I'm happy to be back. Make sure you have the week you deserve. Don't be assholes.